My name is Loki Van Wilder, or Loki Hopkins, and I'm in the third stage of my transition. I take testosterone injections twice a week. The reason I have to take this testosterone is because my body doesn't actually naturally produce them. It's naturally in the process of producing estrogen. You can't really see how thick it is, it's because it looks really liquidy right now, but actually you need a very, very thick needle to get this out. It's not like penicillin huge, but it is definitely, you can definitely feel it. It definitely does not feel the best when you stick it, but you know, it's kind of what needs to be done. I wouldn't really trade it for the world. When I was a kid, I felt like a boy. I felt like a man, and I didn't really understand that I was in a female's body not until about the time I hit puberty. And for me, it was like being trapped inside a dungeon or some sort of prison that I would have to suffer through the rest of my life. When I came into college, it wasn't until one of my friends actually approached me in my freshman year, and they were like, I am transgender, and they explained to me just how they thought and how the process of that went, and it really hit me because that's exactly how I felt. When that was brought to my attention that I could change my sex to match my gender, that's when I started the process. So it's almost been a year. A good majority of my friends, once I've actually gotten up the courage to tell them, have been very understanding and supportive. And my family is a completely different story. It's extremely important to me, you know, that sort of acceptance, because, you know, I love my family. I wish they would be there for me. I wish I could involve them in my life, and sadly I can't. It took me a long time to actually come to a consensus about a name, and at least to go by. And Loki, I really like the name because of Norse mythology actually. It means lock, and it also means shape. The character Loki is a shapeshifter, and really nothing to do with the Avengers or actually the comic books. I love comic books. I was a huge Batman fan. Then Marvel started producing movies, and then I was like, okay, I'll give you a shot, Marvel, don't disappoint me. It wasn't actually until I kind of decided on the name that one of my friends sat me down and they were like, hey, you should totally watch Thor. I really did like it, and I love Tom Hiddleston, how he displays Loki. I love cosplay. My cosplay of Loki, oh yes, I've won trophies for it, and I've always been an actor, I've always been on the stage. It's kind of always where I felt like really at home. Just because we're changing our sex doesn't mean we're not the same person we were before. Kill me romantically, fill my soul with vomit, then ask me for